Hey everyone, how's it going? My name's John, and I'm part of the social political group on Facebook. Thanks to my friend A. I won't say his real name, but he knows who he is. But I tried typing this as a comment on the page, and it wouldn't load because it was too long. So I decided just to make a little video about it. Basically, what this video is about, and what I'm talking about, is basically what I think needs to change, what I think needs to be done in our government and within our country to make things better than what they are. Basically, what I think is that the government that's under Barack Hussein Obama's control is spending the money in all the wrong places. A lot of people are saying that he's spending too much money on military, he's spending too much money this, that, and the other. But hold on, let me start over. um, 4 years ago, when Obama was elected, he promised change over and over and over again. Everything was change, 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 change. But what do we have to show for it now, 4 years later? I've seen change over the past 4 years, don't get me wrong, but not the change that we need to see. The economy's at an all-time low. It has not improved. I don't care what he says. It has not improved. I'm living in it right now, and it has not improved. Times are harder than ever. The economy's at an all-time low, like I said, and jobs are slowly dissipating. There are no jobs to be found. It is ridiculously hard for someone to find a job, even for someone that's got a diploma, or someone that has a trade, or someone that has excellent job references. It does not matter. Jobs are ridiculously hard to find. This is all because the government, Barack Obama, whatever, what have you, excuse me, what have you, is spending money in all the wrong places. For example, I think I read somewhere that $30+ billion is spent every week or whatever on military. I highly doubt that is true. I think that is a very gross overestimation, but whatever. But one thing that I do know that I have read in several different places, $42 billion was spent last year alone on the war on drugs. And supposedly it would only take about $30 billion a year to get rid of poverty, the working poor, what have you. 30 billion a year and 42 is spent on the war on drugs. Now the war on drugs was started, I think, in the late 70s. I'm not sure. Forgive my ignorance, but I kind of just threw this together last minute. But the war on drugs was started in the late 70s, and since then our prison population is overflowing just with petty drug dealers, men and women anywhere between the ages of 17 and 25. Where it was they had a dime bag of coke on them or a little bit of weed, what have you. Our prisons are overflowing with these people, just petty drug dealers. There are more petty drug dealers in jail than any other kind of prisoner, whether they be a murderer, rapist, child molester, what have you. There are more drug dealers in prison than there are any other. Our taxes go up. If you live next to a major prison, your taxes go up to take care of those prisoners. Your taxes pay for the bars, for the security guards, for the electricity, the food, the water, what have you. Your taxes go up because there are so many fucking people in prison because of the war on drugs. So, if we stop the war on drugs, just put an end to it, that'd be $42 billion a year just slapped in the lap of everybody in the government. 30 billion of that could easily end the poverty in the United States, make it so that the working poor is no longer an issue, is no longer in existence, make it so that our economy could start getting better again. And the other 12 billion could be used to make jobs, to help small businesses, to make better plans for people that are in poverty. And another thing that I think that we are spending way too many resources and money on is trying to figure out a way for gun control, another method of gun control. I hate to tell you guys, but no matter what we do for gun control, criminals will always find a way to use them. Gun control, gun control is the big topic right now. It's the big topic right now because of tragic events that happened last year. The movie theater shootings and the school shooting. Do I think they could have been avoided? Yes, absolutely. But the point is that even if there were gun ban laws, what have you, in place, criminals would still have found a way to get their hands on them. That's how it's been throughout history. And even if a criminal couldn't have gotten their hands on either a handgun or an assault rifle, they could just as easily go on the internet and download how-to step-by-step instructions on how to turn fucking fertilizer into a bomb. Or they could have gone to Borders and gotten the Anarchist Cookbook. And for those of you that don't know what that is, Google it, and you'll see what it is. The the uh, the men that are in power, do they need a reality check? Yes, they do. Do they know how bad things are? I think they know how bad things are, but they will never understand the magnitude of how bad things are for people that are in poverty and for people that are working and still poor and still struggling to eat every day. That's what they are having trouble grasping. The only way to make them grasp what is really going on is to take them out of their cushy little lives and just throw them on the streets with no resources. Make them have to rely on the kindness of other people for one thing, and two, make them have to rely on the government programs they have put in place to supposedly help people that need help. If they were to do that, they would quickly see how desperately they need a new plan in place, how desperately they need to change the programs that they have created, which are failing. And they're failing for several reasons, one of which being people that don't need help and just don't want to work, people that are just taking advantage of their unemployment benefits, people that are taking advantage of food stamp programs, people that are taking advantage of Social Security benefits. I know several people that are on Social Security that should not be on Social Security. They are on Social Security because they knew how to work around the system, and yet one of my friends who has a leg that's so bad that she might as well not even have it can't even get on SSI. And one of my friends that's blind and diabetic can't get SSI. Tell me how that makes sense. The government needs to pull their head out of their ass and start concentrating on the right things. Another way that they could fix the economy is they could take a pay cut. All the senators, all the people up in Congress, they get paid between $100,000 and $200,000 a year to sit in a big air-conditioned room with servants to bring them water whenever they need it, and nice little cushioned seats to sit and debate about stuff that's never going to get fixed because there's too many people trying to fix the same problem. That's what they get paid for. Meanwhile, our troops are overseas getting shot at, getting blown up, and they get paid $27,000 a year. That is the average payment for an infantry troop in the Army, Marines, Navy, what have you. $27 a year is the average. And the last time I checked, $32,000 a year is considered middle class. So they're getting paid poverty wages in the eyes of the government, poverty wages in the eyes of the government for going overseas and risking their lives every day for us. Now, a lot of you are sitting there going, whoa, 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 what the fuck? They shouldn't even be over there, this, that, and the other. It doesn't matter that they should not be over there. The fact is that they are over there. Don't hate the troops just because they are doing what their superior officers are telling them to do. It's not their fault they're over in Afghanistan, whether you think they should be over there or not. It's not their fault they're in Iraq or anywhere in the Middle East, even though you think they should not be. The point is that they are over there because they're being told to be over there, and they're getting paid a lot less than guys that don't really do anything at all. And in my opinion, that's just not right at all. But anyways, the best person to hate for any of these situations I've just mentioned is the man that is in charge and the man that promised us change 4 years ago but has still done nothing. Barack Hussein Obama. The only thing that Obama has done to make more jobs was something over the top and drastically unneeded. He spent several $billion on windmill projects, which in the end only opened up, I think it was like 250,000 jobs. No, that wasn't right. I don't know. It opened up a lot of jobs, but the money that he spent on that project could have been better spent to open up more jobs. I think Obama is a good father. I think that he's a good family guy. He's a good husband. But as a political leader, he should not have been elected. I think the only reason he did get elected is because he's black. And I do not mean this prejudicially. I mean this because Congress probably thought it was a good thing, like, oh, a black president, the first black president. They felt it was good publicity for the country, and they felt that was a good move. And he talks a good talk, but he can't walk the walk. He's unexperienced. He does not know what he's doing. He was only in Congress for a few months when he ran for president. That's not enough experience at all to do much of anything. But anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. I think I've been talking for long enough. If anybody's still watching, thanks for watching. And I gladly welcome any criticism at all. If you want to leave a comment, go ahead on the bottom. If you want to ask me a question or try to shoot any of my views down, I gladly welcome you to do so. And I will make another video in a couple of weeks responding to as many questions and or responses to this video as I possibly can. Thank you for watching.